we are here. So I'm selling a few synths. I don't know if any of you noticed that. I'm selling a few synths. Trying to get a Moog 1. It's a very, very cool fucking synthesizer. It's a poly synth. I don't have a poly synth. I just have mono synths. And I figure that I would be better off with a Moog 1 than with the rest of my non-modular synthesizers. So yeah, so I'm selling them. Here, I'll see if I can get, I'm going to get the synth for sale list here. Yeah, here we are. So there's still a few of them for sale. I'm going to go post them in the chat there. So some of them are gone. Yeah, some of them are gone. But I am selling some of these other ones. Here, I'll post my list of gear for sale. Yo, what up, Detox? Okay. So that's my list of gear for sale. But before I sell my gear, I'm going to sample it. So I've been making all these multi-samples. So they're pretty cool. They're like, really sweet multi-samples. So I've been using a combination of Ableton and the MPC because the MPC can do this really cool. Auto chopping kind of shit that you need for making multi-samples. So yeah, it's got some nice texture. I'm going to sample that one. So basically I go into the MPC and I'm going to sample this synthesizer and then I'm going to cut it up so you can see it's, oh wait, stop, undo that. I want to change, because these percussive ones, they're so short, I'm going to change it to like 500 BPM. Okay. There we go. It's a great sound. I'm going to close the door, it's a little loud. Okay, so that's going to eventually stop. There we go. So now that's stopped. So now if I go into my sample editor here, I can get rid of the beginning to get rid of that little tiny bit of latency. And then I'm going to do a region chop with 26 regions and convert that to a new program with cropped samples. I'm just going to crop the samples, and then I'm going to go here, save as, and go into my saved instruments. And I'm going to call this Moog Little Fatty. Now what's this one called? Mod Noise Hats. Mod Noise Hats. Do it. Save. And then that's going to copy all the samples over and make this little folder here, right? So now if I go to Ableton, I can go here and go into my Mod Noise Hats, and there it is all cut up. And then I bring the cut up sample in here, and I'm going to normalize them. And then once they're normalized, then I'm going to distribute ranges equally. And now I can use that sample inside of Ableton. So all these racks here, I'm going to Noise Hats is the patch name. Yeah, so then all these racks here, I'm doing a Ableton Rack Friday promotion for Black Friday where I'm going to have a ton of new racks. Because everybody likes racks, everybody wants new racks. So I'm making all these multi-samples, not just for myself, but I'm going to put them up for sale. Alright, so then I go to Load Recent and I go back to here. And now I'm going to find another patch. Yeah, that one's pretty good. I'll sample that one. Okay. So I go to my audio track and I arm it. And then getting nice long 2-bar sample from each note. Yeah, this process took me a little bit of manual diving to figure out, but I got a pretty good workflow with it now. So I'm going to do a bunch of this, and then I'm eventually going to start making them for my modular and stuff too, but it's really nice to have these programs, you know, all done. They're going to be really cool to have like Moog sounds whenever I want them in Ableton. But yeah, anyway, I got lots of time right now because I'm watching a lot of these things, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Big part of why I started the stream is because I want some company while I do this shit. So yeah, if you have any questions or anything, I'm happy to answer your Ableton questions. Any 808s for sale? There's the Transcendent Trap 808s in the Producer DJ. Those are pretty good. I use these ones a lot. Yeah, these ones. Oh wait, hang on. Search. Oh, weird. Sounds. Actually, they're probably in the Black Octopus ones. We're in the middle of overhauling the website, so it's a little janky right now. But very cool shit is coming. Oh man, yeah, they're in the middle of fixing the website. Oh yeah, this 808 style bass for Serum is pretty good. That one I use a lot. But yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of new features. Oh, okay, here, I'll turn down the computer. There we go. Yeah, the computer's nice and low now. Okay, so now, sample edit, trim off the beginning. Good, and then I go to region chop and do 26 regions. 26 regions. Actually, here, I'll go like this so you can see the MPC. There we go. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna move that guy. There we go. Let's make sure that camera's angled well. Oh, it's not angled very well at all. Okay, let's do that. And then there. Now you can see what I'm doing on the MPC. Fun. Okay, so I got that. Got 26 regions. So then I shift, convert that, and then that does the chop. And then file, save as. Moog Little Fatty, guitar gyros, save, save. Okay, and then go over to Ableton, and then go to here. Yeah, I should really do an 808 pack. Everybody loves 808s. Okay, and then I'm going to normalize these. And then distribute ranges equally. And save. Moog Little Fatty, guitar gyros, save. Cool. And then one of the best things about this, right, because it's an Ableton sampler, I can go to 6 voices and then turn the glide off and then. Oh, see how good that sounds to have a poly Moog? Oh, analog fucking chords, man. Like, check out these chords. They sound so nice. Yeah, like that's gonna be really cool to be able to do polyphonic Moog chords. So yeah, some of them I'm gonna make poly, some of them I'm gonna make mono. I think that one should be poly, so I'll overwrite it. But yeah, it's really, really nice to have a polyphonic Moog, you know, very cool. So let's go load recent. Yeah, I was trying all these different, like there's different software that claims to be able to do this well, but this is the best way I could find with my current. Oh yeah, that's a nice sub. Let's do that. Okay. Go to my audio track, arm the audio track. Yeah, this would be a nice sub. Whoa, you can't even hear that. That's so low. That's crazy. You got to do all 26 things though. Any recommendations for sub bass? Yes, use an analog sub, preferably from a Moog synthesizer, and then try not to process it too much. Just you know, make sure it's got its own frequency domain and that it's like sitting. Usually you want it kind of like right at the very, very bottom, you know, like in that sweet like 30 hertz to 100 hertz range. And then you want your kick between about 50 and 100. And then, oh wow, my whole room is shaking. Yeah, there's something about the Moog that just like, it just moves more air than other synths. I don't know what it is, but it just feels like a thicker sub. This will be a good sub to use though. Yeah, this is nice. Really nice tone. But yeah, you don't wanna process your subs too much. A lot of people, they fuck them up because like when you process a sine wave, it starts becoming a square wave, and square waves like don't move as much air. So it's really finding that perfect balance of like warmth and volume. And I feel like the Moog is really, I haven't found any subs that sound better than the Moog subs. Well, good thing I turned the volume down. These notes are really pretty sharp on my system here. What if you can't afford a Moog? Use samples of a Moog. There's samples of my Moogs in the weekly download. There's a few different Moog subs. There's samples of my man Bobo's Moog too. Okay, cool. So now sample edit. Cut off the beginning. And then do a region chop with 26 regions. And then convert, do it. And then file, save as. Moog little fatty. What's that one? Bin shaker. Bin shaker. Save. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is gonna be a fucking ripper, this one. Okay, and then I go into bin shaker. I get my recordings, bring them into here. Right click, distribute is equally, right click and normalize. Yeah, see this is gonna be a great sub. Oh yeah, and then I want to put this back on monophonic. Probably turn the glide back on too. Oh, juicy. Okay. That's gonna be Moog little fatty bin shaker. I'll call it sub bin shaker. Okay, that's a mighty fine sub. Yeah. Whoa, it's rocking my room. Cool. Okay, then back to here. File, load recent, standalone plugins. Yeah, I adapted this process from a process in the MPC Bible for sampling plugins, but I just adapted it. That's gonna sample weird. It'll always have that. Yeah, I guess I don't mind the little dip at the beginning. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, because it's a really nice sound. Whoa. But yeah, Zaza Freezy or Zaza Frazee. Check out the weekly download, man. Theweeklydownload.com. It's one of like many things in the weekly download. There's there's almost 100 weekly downloads now, and you get them all right away. You could just sign up for a month, rate it all, and then cancel, and then you could get all of them for 20 bucks. It's an insane amount of shit. Yeah, if anyone else has any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Sound design is fun. Yeah, I like the little pitch up at the beginning. Whoa, it's so high pitched. Yeah, the highs, man. You don't get highs like that out of a digital synth. There's like no aliasing at all. It sounds so cool. Like that sounds like it's like in your neck. It's just so crazy, man. Analog just sounds different, man. Like those high notes on a digital synth will sound really unpleasant. That one, it's like you feel that note, but you don't even hear it. You probably can't even hear it properly because it's MP4 compression. Okay. So now sample edit mode and cut off the beginning. And then do a region chop with 26 regions. And then shift, convert, cut the new samples. And then main, file, save as, saved instruments, Moog, little, fatty, high, and resi. Save. Cool. And then we go over to Ableton. And we go to here, and we go to high and resi. I'm starting to get faster at this. No, I don't want to rename that. Go into the folder. There we go. And then bring those into here, and then click there, right click, and normalize volumes. Right click and distribute ranges equally. Save, yes. High and resi. Save. And then all the samples go to my library. And then over here we go file, load recent, standalone plugins, and we find another patch. It's cool. It's got like a kind of organ type of tone to it. I like that. Let's go here, sample, and go. Yeah, I can see your messages, Christopher Christos. How much are the 808s down to buy? I mean, there's some 808s on Producer DJ, but there's like a serum pack. But I recommend, like, if you're gonna sample 808s, you know, there's a few in the library that I made for all the dojo members, but yeah, I don't have like my own 808 pack, but I do recommend the Black Octopus ones. They're really good. But yeah, I'm selling a bunch of hardware synths and some MIDI controllers and stuff. Yeah, I have like so much gear in my studio, and a lot of it's like I don't really use it that much. Like I just don't find myself using my Virus as much as I use like Omnisphere or stuff like that, you know? So it's a fucking killer synth, and it's worth a bunch of money, so I want to sell it and get a big ass Moog one with like keyboard, polyphonic, fucking do it. But they're like $6 grand. It's crazy. They sound so good though. Wow, the volume levels on this patch are really... I might actually... It's weird that the volume levels are changing so much as the patch goes. It might make the multi-sample kind of hard to use. Yeah, I think I might say fuck this patch. Yeah, I'm going to say fuck this patch. Because you see how the volume levels here are like changing so wildly? It's not going to make it very playable. Oh, there's another nice sub. Okay, let's undo that recording and then let's get a sub. No, I moved to San Francisco, or to Los Angeles, Christopher. I built a studio in LA. The New York thing was fun. I was maybe going to get a warehouse studio in New York, but LA is just a lot more practical for that sort of thing. So I moved here and got like a giant warehouse and built like a fat fucking studio complex. It's really fun. But I spent like all my money building this place, and now it's $5 grand a month. But it's so sick. I love it. Wow, some pretty wild volume fluctuations on this one too. Yeah, this doesn't look too usable. Yeah, because there's oscillators kind of drifting in and out of phase with each other. Okay, never mind that one. It's got a nice tone. Let's sample that one. Oh, what's going on, Zaza Frazee? The reason why the volumes are changing is there's two oscillators and they're basically drifting in and out of phase with each other. And when they're out of phase with each other, there's some volume canceling. Like, think of how noise canceling headphones work, how they like do the inverted phase of whatever the noise is around you. It's the same kind of thing. So because there's two oscillators and they're drifting in and out of phase, there's a point in the cycle of drifting where they're they're really close to each other but inverted, and it's muting it. So you can see a little bit of the volume fluctuation there, but they're more detuned in this patch, so it's not quite as pronounced. But that's yeah, the drift is a little bit of drift is nice, you know. Yeah, living in a house full of musicians is dope, but my wife and I are trying to have a kid right now, and I think we're too old to have a house full of roommates. Like, once you start having a kid, I don't know, it's just weird if you have a kid and roommates at the same time. We're also like, we have a pretty crazy lifestyle. Like, we stay up late and do lots of crazy shit, and I'm always having people over, and, you know, I think it would get to be a bit much for most housemates. I'm gonna smoke some weed. This is not the most exciting producing task in the world, but, you know, it's got to be done. And it's going to be so nice to have all these Moog patches. Like, I know I would regret not doing this, like, when because this little fatty is sold, so I'm mailing it on Monday. Hey, what up, Caleb? How you doing, bro? Thanks for stopping by, man. Miss you. It was so fun when you were here. That was a good fucking time. Let's save as. Moog little fatty circ D line. Save. Save. Great. And then we go here. I have a feeling I'm going to want this one as a polysynth. I bet it'll sound really good. Normalize. Distribute ranges equally. Yeah, see, the Moog, like most synthesizers, you only get one voice, right? So it's really cool to be able to, like, turn it up. and then take it off glide, and now oh, it's so David Lynch. I'm gonna change scale. Let's do like a minor scale. That sounds good. Okay, so Moog, Little Fatty, and this is Cirque de Line. Oh, it's gonna be so cool to have these. It's gonna be so cool to have all these fucking sample packs, man. These are gonna be just great. Yeah, man. Oh, the MPC has this automated sample chopping feature that I need for this process. So I'm doing it with the MPC. Yeah, because Live doesn't have like automated sample splitting. There's not really an easy way to do this in Ableton. Ooh, that's a nice patch. How did I get the sounds for Never Alone? Those are pretty much all stock Ableton instruments, actually. That track was made really, really, really fast. But yeah, it's pretty much all stock Ableton instruments for Never Alone, but we just really, you know, did a bunch of stuff with it. I used the arpeggiator on chord mode. That's one of the big things. And then the lead that's all like squibbly wobbly all over the place, I used randomness to generate pairs of notes with portamento, so they were going like yoop, 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 in like this really crazy random sequence. But yeah, most of the sounds in Never Alone are just like normal Ableton sounds. It's just there's some pretty clever use of arpeggiators that makes it all work. Yeah, I love that track, man. It's, I think, one of my best. We made it really fast too. Like, I kind of wasn't even really thinking about it. Like, I was just over at Mimosa's house, and you know, I don't know, we were just kind of fucking around, and it just sort of came out, you know? Like, we didn't really think about it too much when we did it, and it was just like 4 hours, just like pow, you know? And it didn't really, like, we finished it in like 4 hours. We didn't really need much else done to it. Yeah, it's one of my faves. Yeah, that was before I was streaming though, so it's like totally undocumented. I gotta go through all my old live streams and like package them up with the project files and everything. It's such a project. Yeah, we used a lot of field recordings for the drums to get that the sound, you know, that whole like crunchy sound. There's like tons of Foley samples and field recordings up in the drums. Okay, so let's go to sample edit and chop that there, and then region chop. Yeah, see, this is the part, is the 26 regions, and then I'm going convert, and then this is why you need the MPC, is to chop that long sample into 26 samples. So now it's chopped it into 26 samples, and then I go save as, and then name it Moog Little Fatty High and Low. Do it, save. And then, cause see, like, if I just drag in the raw like sample that I made, this long sample, right, the sampler, there's no way to chop it. It's gonna start at the same point every time, right? There's no way to chop it. So the MPC has this chopping feature, and then I can bring those 26 in, distribute ranges equally, and normalize, and then I get like that's such a nice bass because it's analog. So any kind of saturating that you do, any filtering that you do, it's all gonna sound really good because the just source sound is so nice. Okay, so this is high and low. Save. Fantastic. All right, next one. Yeah, so this, and then there's this project in the MPC that has been built for resampling. Yeah, that harpsichord one is nice. I'll do that. Yeah, if any rest of you have any questions, it's definitely making this sample time way less boring to answer questions. So I'm happy to answer your questions. Actually, I'll see if anybody's got any questions on Twitch.
You're talking about the pony, right? Yes. Anywhere.
Okay, I got the chat room open on Twitch. Oh, there's nobody watching on Twitch. Okay. Hey Brian, any questions? Oh man, this is not super exciting, but this is a cool process for you to know that it exists. You know, this is it's really good to do this if you ever have a hardware synth, or you know, if you want to sample your plugins or whatever, because you can do versions of this process in Ableton or in other DAWs. No Despacito, Alex Log. Hey, cool, Christopher. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Normalizing is where you make all the sounds the same volume. Because you see how these are all like, some of these are peaking, like these ones are peaking at like a higher level. You know, I want them all to kind of be pretty much the same level when you're playing it back. So after I do the split, I'm going to normalize them in Ableton to make sure that they're all the same volume. Actually, maybe it's kind of nice that the high ones are quieter. You know, when you get up to the really, really high ones. Yeah, it's kind of nice that those are quieter. But yeah, that only really happens up at the top. Yeah, I think I'm still gonna do it. Okay, so I'd sample edit, and then chop off the beginning, and then go to regions, do a 26 region chop, because that's there's 5 semitones, so 5 times 26 is like whatever the number is, and then convert, do it, and then save as. And then this is going to be Mauve Little Fatty Harpsichord. Save. Okay, now let's go over to Ableton. I bet this one will sound really good as a polysynth because it's got this like harpsichord thing happening. Normalize volumes. And it should be arranged equally. Actually, let's make sure with the tuner that we're in tune. Fuck, I probably should have been doing that the whole time. It's a tiny bit flat. It's not the end of the world. Okay. Yeah, I've never heard these tunes as, or I've never heard these presets as poly presets. They sound awesome. Yeah, I bet I could turn those into some really cool shit. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Okay, let's go back to this one. So I'm up to 34. That's pretty good. These are kind of short, so I'm going to change the BPM in my test project or my sampling project. So let's do 400 BPM. Yeah, let's do that. 400 BPM. That is a BPM you don't normally use. But those are such short sounds, you know, you don't need much longer than that. Yeah, this MPC DAW is kind of clumsy, but there's a lot of shit that it does better, you know, like this kind of stuff, it's better than Ableton for this particular task. So I only really go in when I have like a particular need for something that is specifically an MPC strength. You can do this kind of stuff in Machine too. I bet I could work out a workflow for this in Machine, but I'm happy to do it in MPC. Mode little fatty. What's this one called? Basique. Okay, save. Great. Okay, so then I'll go over here. And then I'll take one of these bass patches and we'll use that as a starting point so I don't have to do all those settings again. Okay, and then go over here. Go over here. I made a bunch of good modular samples today too. That was fun. Normalize volumes. Okay, that one's a little too far out. That's like 8, so I'm gonna go up 8, maybe 10. Maybe more, 15. Yeah, because that'll sound disgusting. Like once you get, like here, I'll turn it up a bit so you can kind of appreciate the sound of this a little. Make sure I'm not clipping. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So it's really thick, right? It's a great sound, but then check it out. We put on the filter to the Moog mode and then start giving it some drive. I like put the shaper on this like 4-bit. I like the sine one. Right, or pop like OTT on it, for example. Oh, it's got so much grit. Like this is nasty. That's just fucking nasty. But I don't want to save it with too much edits. I want these things to be pretty basic when you save them. So Moog Little Fatty Bass Seque. Or Bass Seeker, I think. Maybe that's how that's supposed to be pronounced. Okay, next one. Kind of a cool flute sound. Yeah, I'm having fun, Josh. Yeah, it's definitely a bit rubbery. Oh yeah, you're probably getting blasted, so I'll turn down the volume there so you don't have to get blasted with my sampling. And let's aim that a little better. Actually, maybe if I go like, fuck it. It's cool too because these are analog, so the oscillators sound really, really good low and high because they're analog. So this is like, even though it's a lead, it had nice bass when it was down low. Nice, Josh. Cool. Be curious to hear your remix. Well, that's high pitched. Yeah, highs. Always be on the lookout for things that have highs that don't hurt. Because a lot of high frequencies really hurt your ears. And like when something is like has a nice tone up high, you can really use it a lot in the mix. That's why like triangles sound so dope in hip hop beats, you know, there's nothing else up there, you know? And the triangle, like I just love the triangle as an instrument. It's such a cool instrument. Okay, let's do that. Okay, and then region chop, 26, convert, do it, main, save as, whoa, main, save as. Okay, then go back to live. This one I'm probably, I'll just do my settings over here. Okay, let's go here. Boop. Cheese flute. Get the samples. Bring them in. Normalize them. And distribute ranges equally. Oh yeah, I don't want any distortion on this. Oh, it's a little sharp. So I guess each patch is a little different. Sounds pretty cool. Okay. And save to the library. Yay. Let's go here again. Let's find another one. Ooh, that metallic one is really nice. Undo that. Let's turn the BPM up to 300. Oh yeah, that's a great sound. Hey, what's up, Reza? Yeah, I'm sampling all my synths before I sell them so that I won't regret not sampling them before I sell them. It's kind of time consuming, but it'll be worth it. Yeah, because there's going to be a period where I have no Moog, which is sad. Yeah, the Moog was like the first thing to go. They're so great. The other guy still hasn't bought the virus yet, though, just FYI. So, if you get your payment in there, the virus could still be yours. 26 regions, convert, yes. And then go here, save as. That's metallic. Okay, we go to Ableton. And get the Moog samples. Yeah, I've done a bunch of these today. That's productive. Normalize the volumes. Distribute ranges equally. Well, that one's in tune. Wow, that's such a nice sound. Yeah, man, hardware. Sounds so good. This one I probably want them all to ring out. That sounds so good, man. Oh. Play forwards. That's what I want. Okay, so save that. And then save over the other one. Yeah, very good. Okay, let's find another patch. That's a good bass. That's a juicy one, man. God, Moog sounds so nice. Oh, I gotta get that Moog 1. Yeah, on Monday I'm gonna call Moog and be like, look, you need to make me one of your official Moog artists. I got official artists from Slate though. They just gave me all the Slate stuff. And then I'm an official UAD artist now, so I have every UAD thing. I'm so stoked. Yeah, the Moog one is definitely $8,000 if you buy the fancy one. I could probably get an artist discount if I ask them real nice, though. Most companies will do it if you ask them nice. You just have to, like, show them that you have fans. Oh, almost done. Exciting. Okay. Then go to sample edit. Chop off the beginning. Then go to regions, chop it into 26 regions of equal size, convert, create program with new samples, do it. File, save as, saved instruments, Moog, little, fatty, brat bass, save, then go to Ableton, then go here, get the files. Boom, boom. Oh, I'm getting so fast at this. Oh, got a clear space. Then get them all in there. Then go here, right click, normalize volumes. Right click, distribute ranges equally. Probably don't want a long decay on a bass. Ooh, that's a juicy fucking bass. I have a feeling I'm going to use that bass a lot. Okay, so that is save. Oh, little fatty. Brat bass. Save and collect samples. Great. Okay, let's go to here. File. Load recent. Standalone fucking plugins. And then that's pretty standard patch, but I'll probably want it. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want the 16 voice Moog, but fuck me, they're so expensive. And I'm on the hook for $5,000 a month for rent here every month. It's like this shark just like eating my finances every month. It's so crazy. I mean, it's worth it. I love this place, you know, and it's like my dream studio, but holy shit, $5,000 a month, dude. It's so much money. Yeah, plus I had a couple gigs get canceled. I'm supposed to be at a gig right now in Kentucky, but it's canceled. They lost their venue because of sound complaints. And they were all planning on bringing in extra subs and shit, but the venue got shut down. Well, it's sounding nice up in the higher octaves. Man, vaping weed is the future. I fucking love it. This is one of the times that it helps to get a bit stoned. Shit's a bit boring, you know? But getting it done. Okay, that's another one. And go in, sample edit, chop off the beginning. Boom, then do a region chop. 16 or 26 regions. Shift, convert. Make project with new samples. Crop each sample. Main. File. Save as. Saved instruments. And then this is Moog Little Fatty. Moog is the name of the patch. Very creative patch name there, guys. Okay, then back to Ableton. Delete all the samples. Then go over here. Go here. Moog Little Fatty Moog. Come on, let me in there. Weird. God, Finder, man. I wish they would stop breaking Finder. Whoa, why did those ones come in out of order? That was odd. Okay, then bring those over to here. Right click, normalize to make all the volumes the same. Right click, distribute ranges equally. This one I have a feeling I'm going to want it as a poly patch. So I'll take the glide off. And now, oh, it's a little flat, so let's tune that up 8. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Analog, goodness. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I sampled that one. I wasn't sure at first. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, next one, file, load recent project here. I don't, that's a bit. That's a really nice sub. I'll get that one. Subs. Yeah, subs are so good. Especially Moog subs, they're the best subs. Oh yeah, subby subs. Oh, okay, here we got some questions over here. Does Omnisphere 2.5 do what you want to do? I think it's got the ability to turn mono into foley. Yeah, you can do it in Omnisphere. I want to make these just normal Ableton sampler patches though. Omnisphere uses a lot of processor, so I'm kind of wanting to just make these into normal Ableton patches so that I can just use them wherever, and it's not a big deal for my computer to load them. But yeah, it's gonna be really nice to have all these analog sounds, man. It's gonna be really fucking cool. I gotta do this to the Pro 2. That's gonna take a long time. Yes. Yeah, weed is definitely like Popeye spinach. When you're doing shit like this, for real. Not when you're writing though. Writing, not so good. Yeah, I can't wait to use these patches, man. Like, all right, cool. Sample edit. Whoops. Use this knob. There we go. It looks pretty accurate. 26. Convert. New project. Crop the samples. Go here. Save as. Save instruments. Moog little on your bass. Save. And then go over to Ableton. Moog little fatty all your bass. Bring those in here. Right click, normalize volumes. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome, man. I'd love to. I'll swap samples with you, Dennis. If you set up a Dropbox or something, I'll swap you some stuff in a Dropbox. Just invite me to a Dropbox. It's thefatconductor@gmail.com. Here, I'll put it in the thing. But yeah, if you add me with Dropbox to a folder for the P250 samples, I'll fucking hook you up with all my Moog samples and stuff. So that's a fair trade. Oh, that's fucking juicy. I'm gonna keep that one as a poly. So let's see if that one's. I feel like there's a transient on that one, maybe. Oh, I think that was in the original sample. Oh, fuck. It's not quite accurate. Maybe it's because I cut the beginning off. Yeah, I think I should not cut the beginning off. Oh, fuck those subs. I mean, if you break the files up into 2 gig files, you could do it with WeTransfer.com. You could also, like, just mail me a fucking flash drive, and then when I get it, I'll clear the samples off it. I'll put the samples on it and mail you back the flash drive. You could do that. Oh man, that sounds great. Oh, That sounds just awesome. I'm even going to keep that poly. Wow. Fuck, that sounds good. That's a nice patch. Damn. I think that might be my new sub. Probably got to put a little bit of an attack on it though, just to stop that click. Oh. Oh man, that sounds amazing. Dude. Oh, that's a fucking sick patch. Holy crap. That's a really, really nice patch. I didn't think to use it as an organ, but it sounds really great like that. I'd probably sample that. That could be useful. Oh wait, I have an idea. I think I might be able to generate files, because there's a way to do this for MPC, where you have to generate the files with like a certain file name. It's bounce-5 semitone 1V. Okay, so I think if I name my audio track bounce-5 semitones 1V, is that accurate? Bounce-5 semitones 1V. Okay. Then I think the file that comes in will be named that, or I could change the name in the sample editor. And then I might be able to do it and get MPC samples too. That would be even better. Okay, so let's sample this one. Okay, cool. Yeah, email me, and then I'll give you my address and we can swap some shit. Yeah, I got a lot of other stuff too. I mean, if you do like a hard drive, I could fill a hard drive for you too. Because it sounds like you're going to need it with like 200 gigs. But that's cool. I love multi-samples, man. Especially like, what format are they in? Are they in like, can I load them in the Ableton sampler? Or are they in a different format? Because I mean, I could probably figure out how to do load. I think the Ableton sampler takes like gigasampler files and sound fonts, I think. Oh yeah, Cole, I'm gonna do another stage of sound design with all these. Right now I just want to capture all the oscillators from my Moog because I'm selling it and then it's gonna be gone. And it is like, you know, it has its own sound. It's a little bit of a different oscillator than the new Moog one. So I kind of like, you know, it has its own sound. Even though I'm replacing my Moog with another Moog. Still. Well, it's the highest note on that one. It's lower than the high note on some of the other ones. I think it's because it's a fifth patch. Okay. So now, sample edit, and then I gotta change the name of this to just that. And then do a region chop with 26 regions. Shift convert, yes. do that, and then yeah. So then I can do these, convert these into MPC format later. Okay, 5th mod gurgle. Okay, now let's go over to Ableton. Get rid of those. Go over to Finder. Load this in. Bring all those into there. Normalize the volumes. Should be arranged equally. Oh. Fuck, that sounds nice. Check out how nice that sounds. Fuck, that's a nice patch. Okay. So then save as you can see. That's a little sharp. There we go. Saved. Great, let's find another patch. Ooh. That's a nice sync wave. Okay, so we go to MPC file, load recent standalone plugins, then main audio. Oh wait, I gotta rename this, and then save it again. Okay, and then save. And then arm that to record. Should then save it with an arm to record. I wonder if that'll work. Okay. That's a nice patch too. Yay. Sick. Sounds so good up there. Well, the really high notes sound great. Wow, it's so high. This exercise is really making me remember all of the notes that I don't use. Like I use so much shit in the middle of the keyboard. Like these are some good notes, you know, and they never get used. They never see any action, those notes. They're so high up. I'm gonna make a point of using more of those notes. Okay, sample edit. Okay, region, oops. Region chop. And convert. Chop it. Go here. Save as. Save instruments. Moog, little, fatty, tiny sync. Save. Bring those in. Normalize them. Oh yeah. Distribute ranges equally. Sync key. Sounds pretty good. Okay. And this one is called Tiny Sync. Okay, I'm gonna try and make it to 50. I'm at 45. I'm gonna try and make it to 50. That one will sound really good as chords. Okay. Audio on. There we go. Recording. There we go. Straighten that camera a bit for you. Wow, it sounds great, that patch. I bet a chord of that is going to sound crazy. Yeah, because you really can't be the tone of a Moog, you know? Like, all these patches are really simple, for sure, you know? There's just not that many parameters on that synth. But once these are used as a starting point for processing later, they're going to sound awesome. Almost there, almost there. It's exciting. Almost there, come on. Come on, little guy. You can do it. Okay. Menu, sample edit. Change the sample name. Boop, 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 boop. Save it. Okay, then put that where it belongs. Then region chop. 26 regions. Convert. Yes. Name it. Save. Okay, then we go to Ableton. Oh yeah, that sounds great. Normalize. Oh. It sounds so alive, man. Really nice. Okay, maybe come down too. That's nice. Okay, so then this patch is called Slow Worm. Yeah, plectrum lead. Definitely gonna want that. Okay, so MPC file, load recent. This guy. Audio. Turn the track on and record. It's crazy how almost all the sounds have good sub too, you know, just from the fact that it's a Moog. But this sound wasn't designed for like a sub sound. It just has sub because it's analog. Analog got that junk in the trunk. Oh, you can see that the detuning is changing. They're getting faster. That's so cool looking. So mathematically satisfying. No, it's like pulsing so fast you almost can't hear the pulses now. It's like another frequency. Whoa, it's high pitched. Oh my goodness. Can you even hear the very high notes like that on this live stream? Because it's like right at the top of the frequencies. Okay, 26 regions. Okay, a little fatty. Plectrum lead. Save. Cool. Next patch. Sounds pretty good. I'll definitely want to use that one. Sounds like popcorn down there. It's crazy. I like the little transient at the beginning. That's going to be interesting later. Probably get some cool distortion effects. Like if you chop that transient off with a saturator or something, it'll make it all like at the beginning. I wonder if I should do something with modulation, like where I'm moving the knobs and shit. It might sound cool. Do my chop. Yeah, so 80s. I love it. It's kind of a boring patch. Yeah, it's a sweet spot for the mod wheel. Okay. Oh, it's always such a thing when you're sick where it's like, how stoned do you want to get? Because it's always fucking makes you more sick a little bit. Well, this is a cool patch. See the DC offset changing? It's interesting. I wonder why that's happening. Yeah, the sounds are like taking turns having DC offsets different sides. Oh, that one's just extra fat. These ones are all getting a transient. Oh, this is 50. I've done half of it. Well, that one's way quieter than the last one. That one's all loud again. Trippy. Whoa. Those are wildly different volumes now. That was a lot of sampling. But I did 50 of them. It's pretty good. Okay, change that file name. Okay, then 26 region chop. Go. Do it. And then go there. Save as. Go to Ableton, get rid of the samples, go here, go there, boom, then right click distribute ranges equally, normalize volumes, check the tuning. It's cool. So that sounds good. They all sound fucking great as chords. Alright, that's 50. I'm going to bed. Thanks for watching. Lots of love to everybody who supports me. Peace out. I'm out.